Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new then welcome to my channel. Right now it is 12, so it is around lunchtime. We had a lie-in today. We actually got to stay in bed until about 9:30, 10, which is very rare. Yeah, but that is why Luan isn't dressed yet, as he just woke up from his nap and I didn't get him ready earlier, but I managed to quickly get myself ready whilst he was sleeping. Hence the bed hair. Look at this hair. You cheeky monkey, you cheeky monkey. In today's video, I will be showing you how I prepare, cook and store Luan's 3 favourite meals. Hello Lulus, you gonna help mummy cook your lunchies? You gonna help mummy cook your lunchies? Are you gonna help mummy cook your lunch? So on a normal day, Luan would normally wake up from his nap at about 10:30, 11. Then I would get him ready and he would have his lunch at about 12. But he literally woke up at 12, so I know he's not hungry yet, as he had breakfast and like a bottle before he went down for his nap. So I'm just gonna cook his lunch, then once one of them is made, I'm gonna give him one and you can see how much he enjoys it. Okay, so the first meal I'm going to be making is spaghetti bolognese. I know it's super standard, very basic, but most babies tend to love it. It's very easy to make, and yeah, Luan just really enjoys it. I tend to do my shopping in both Tesco and Aldi. Ouch. Yeah, I find that I can't do the whole shop in either of them. Like, I can't do my whole food shop in Aldi, and the same, I can't do it all in Tesco, but I just go to 2 and that works for me. I'm just going to use organic mince, tinned chopped tomatoes, turmeric, garlic and parsley. I'm then going to chop up an onion and have it with spaghetti. So I'm now going to add the chopped onions. And wait for all of the meat to brown. Lulus, are you having fun? What are you doing? So, I can guarantee this dish will taste a lot better than the pouch spaghetti bolognese. And furthermore, you actually know what is inside of it, instead of just giving those pouches with the preservatives, and I sound like I'm really against them. I have given Luan a few. So when the meat has all browned, this is when you add in the tinned tomatoes. With the pasta, you kind of want it a bit overcooked, like quite fluffy, even more so than how it is right now. just because you're gonna blend it down, and like, it'll just be easier if it's like, you know, really soft. Let me try this. Also, with baby food, you should always be able to eat it. And you know, tastes alright. I'm not gonna lie, it's not up to my flavorings, but and it tastes good. You should always be able to try your baby's food and not gag, do you know what I mean? If you're trying the pouch, some of them are atrocious and you'll still give them to your baby, but you'll gag if you taste them yourself. Like, that's not right. Don't do that. Okay, so the bolognese is done and the spaghetti is cooked and nice and soft, and I've drained it off. I'm literally now going to put it all into a bigger saucepan just so that I can mix it all together and blend it up. So I put all of this into here. So I'm now going to use my good old trustworthy hand blender from Wilko. It was £6 and I'm going to blend this up. I do hate doing this because it does tend to spit out. So this isn't like a completely smooth bolognese, it's like a textured one. Who are you talking to like that? Why are you shouting at your mummy like that? Yeah, you're a big boy. Okay, so this spaghetti bolognese is done, and once it's cooled, along with the other dishes, I will show you how I store it. Are you ready for your lunch, mister? Is that yummy? Or are you not too sure? We'll soon see. If you want another one. Yeah? Is that yummy? What's with the faces, mister? You tend to do this quite a lot with mummy's cooking. You cheeky boy. Lulu, it's all gone. It's all finished. You ate it all up in your belly. You didn't even leave any for mummy. It's all gone. Sorry. It's all gone. I'm sorry, you ate it all because you're just a big, strong boy. Alright, so I've just given Luan his lunch and I'm going to start meal number 2. As you can see, he really enjoyed that spaghetti bolognese. It took me literally 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes to do, and he loved it. I know exactly what was in it and I felt really happy giving it to him. So meal number 2 is bangers and mash. I'll show you the ingredients and I'll explain to you why I actually use these ingredients. So this here is the meat that I use for Luan's bangers and mash. I guess you could use sausages, but I find that this is just easier when it comes to blending the food down. I also use frozen mashed potato, frozen onions, frozen peas and canned sweet corn. Okay. So the reason that I use the frozen veg and like the tinned veg is because I find it lasts longer. And also like the food doesn't go bad. I found that with Luan's food I was getting really good quality stuff and I was using it with one dish, having some left over, and when I went to use it for another dish it had gone bad. So this is just really handy, as when you're cooking each individual meal you literally take a handful of the frozen stuff, you heat it up or you boil it or whatever, and then you know you still have loads left over. Also my midwife told me that when using frozen food it actually preserves the vitamins and the nutrients in the vegetables. They take the vegetables, they freeze it straight away, so it preserves everything. Obviously if you've got things in the fridge, day after day they begin to like lose their goodness and their nutrients. So yeah, I think frozen works best. Also I used to use frozen potatoes, but I found that this mashed potato, it has some butter in it and it's lightly seasoned with a bit of salt and pepper, so I just feel like that gives it a lot more flavour for him. I know I made a massive deal about, oh don't use salt, blah blah blah. Where you can, don't use it, but I feel like in this dish just gives them a little bit more, do you know what I mean? I don't add anything to it, but it does already have it in this mashed potato. Other than that, yeah, let's get started. This one is simple. It is so easy. I'm literally about to talk through it like really quickly. So I put this in for how long? This goes in for 45 minutes. Okay? So I put it in like this. Absolutely nothing to this, as it creates its own oils so that it doesn't stick. It also has added pepper and herbs, so you don't need to add absolutely anything. I then put this in the oven for 45 minutes. Just like so. So that's in there for 45 minutes. All of this stuff takes, what, 5 minutes? So I'm about to go and get Luan ready. Say goodbye to this scruffy baby. Da 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 da. Are you nice and clean, mister? Look at mummy. Lulu's. Achoo. Achoo. Is that bogey in your nose? Alright, so Luan is nice and clean, he's dressed and he is sitting in his high chair. I'm going to give him some snack. Meanwhile, over here, okay, so I'm pretty certain that the mincemeat is now cooked. So I've just put in some mashed potato, peas and onions, and I'm gonna put this into the microwave for 4 minutes. Have the minced meat in here nice and cooked. We have this, which we're just going to add all together. Oh, don't want to make a mess. and we're going to add some sweet corn. Now for the moment of truth. This is what it looks like. It's buff. It's so good. I could eat it. Lovely. So this is the bangers and mash. And I'll put it along with the spaghetti bolognese, which is in there. Bangers and mash. So for meal number 3, I'm going to be doing a fish pie. Well, it's a fish pie inspired because it's gonna have fish, potatoes, some vegetables, but like it's all mashed up, so it's not gonna be like a proper pie. But these are the things that I'm using, the ingredients. We have some boneless cod fillets. We have sweet potato chunks, diced onion, broccoli, the mashed potato, and carrots. So again, this is all frozen. However, with these ones, I think you cook them slightly differently. These go in the microwave as normal, and these you're meant to boil, but I'm gonna just put them in a bowl of water and put them in the microwave. I'm sure it will give it the same effect. So with the fish now in the oven, I'm going to use this time to show you how I stored the food and put it in the freezer. It's not quite cool yet, so I'll put it into the bags and then I will store it later. So I have these ordinary freezer bags from Tesco. And I'm going to use this spoon because you kind of want each bag to be a bit batch consistent, do you know what I mean? So each one's the same. These bags aren't ideal, so I actually have to like roll them down to get them in. Let me try and show you. Like this. I kind of do that to a few. I take 2 spoonfuls. These are quite big. This is quite a big spoon, so I may only take 1 spoonful for each bag. Yeah. So it's like this. It really doesn't look appetizing, but obviously they are none the wiser. It still tastes really good once it's defrosted. The reason that I use bags instead of containers, because I used to use like only containers. First of all, it's easier to store, as in my mum's house we had a really big freezer, but so I could like store like loads of containers, but here my freezer is quite small and there's literally 3 trays, and obviously with my food as well, it's a bit difficult to have like 1 whole drawer full of containers. So this is easier, as literally it will take up like hardly any room. Also, when it comes to defrosting, to put a container into hot water is like quite difficult to try and find the right bowl to fit or anything. It's quite difficult, and also it doesn't defrost as quick because obviously it has to go through the container before it gets to the food, like the heat. But this, when I come to defrosting it, this is like rock solid when you take it out of the freezer, obviously. I put it in a bowl of hot water and like within like a few minutes it like is already defrosted. I leave it there for about an hour or two in the morning so that it's ready for his lunch and for his dinner, and it's completely defrosted. So it just makes so much more sense, and it makes things so easy, so quick. And now I'm kind of in like the swing of things. Yeah, it's a lot easier. Okay, so I've separated these out. The broccoli and the carrots are in some water and they're going to go in the microwave. The mashed potato and the onions also going in the microwave. Then I just read the back of the sweet potato chunks and they actually need to go in the oven. So I'm going to put these in now because they take about 15 minutes. Okay, so in here I have broccoli, carrots, sweet potato, onions, mashed potato and cod fillet. I'm literally going to blend that all up. So I've just been adding some water as it is quite thick. So here we go again. As I said before, you should always be able to try baby's food without heaving. Nice. So here we have it. All the food has been measured out as accurate as possible so that Luan has the same portions at his mealtime like every day. We have 7 spaghetti bolognese, we have 5 bangers and mash, and we have 5 fish pies. And now they're all cool, I'm going to store them away in the freezer. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and got some ideas on what to cook for baby. As I said, I do cook many other different recipes for Luan, but these are his 3 favourite. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and all of that jazz. Thanks for watching. Oh, he wants to say goodbye. Say bye, Lulus. No, you can't hold it. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Say goodbye.